right, well, hello everyone and happy Easter. This is my online version of my Easter Sunday homily. And oh boy, do I have something special for you today. I would like to share with you a portion of the book called Hope for the Flowers. A tale partly about life, partly about revolution, and lots about hope for adults and others, including caterpillars who know how to read. Now, butterflies are huge for me. They're like our family animal. Grandma raised butterflies every year. My sister's well on her way to following in her footsteps and all that. It did not take long for me to fall in love with this book. And this book is all about caterpillars. And all the main characters, they have no idea what a butterfly is. And so we're going to jump to page 67. We're going to meet a little caterpillar. Her name is Yellow. And in the first 66 pages or so, we learn that Yellow believes that there is more fulfillment than life is offering her. She can eat, and she can compete to be better than all the other caterpillars. But that's about it. So she's reached the point where she realizes that that's not good enough. But she doesn't know what else to do. So she's confused, which is fair. So with that said, let's catch up with her. Let's see how she's doing on page 67. She felt like doing something, anything, rather than this uncertain waiting. What in the world do I really want? She sighed. It seems different every few minutes, but I know there must be more. Finally, she became numb and wandered away from everything familiar. There we go. One day, a gray-haired caterpillar hanging upside down on a branch surprised her. He seemed caught in some hairy stuff. "You seem in trouble," she said. "Can I help?" "No, my dear, I have to do this to become a butterfly." Her whole insides leapt. Butterfly, that word, she thought. "Tell me, sir, what is a butterfly?" "Well, it's what you were meant to become. It flies with beautiful wings and joins the earth to heaven. It drinks only nectar from the flowers and carries the seeds of love from one flower to another. Without butterflies, the world would soon have few flowers." "It can't be true," gasped Yellow. "How can I believe there's a butterfly inside you or me when all I see is a fuzzy worm?" "How does one become a butterfly?" she asked pensively. "You must want to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar." "You mean to die?" asked Yellow. "Yes and no," he answered. "What looks like you will die, but what is really you will still live. Life is changed, not taken away. Isn't that different from those who die without ever becoming butterflies? And there's something else. Once you are a butterfly, you can really love, the kind of love that makes new life. It's better than all the hugging that caterpillars can do." The gray-haired caterpillar continued to cover himself with silky threads. As he wove the last bit around his head, he called, "You'll be a beautiful butterfly, and we're all waiting for you." Yeah, I dearly love this book. I really do. It is such a beautiful story, and I only have a little bit of time to share with you a tiny part of it. You can see I had to skip a couple of pages already as it was. But the reason this book was worth sharing today for Easter Sunday is the fact that it's kind of an animal version of what Christ reveals to us in his resurrection from the dead. Christ will raise us to new life, more glorious than we can ever understand at this time. And in that way, all of us are a little bit like Yellow. We look out in the world, we see ourselves and others, and it's hard for us to see ourselves as anything but fuzzy little worms. And like Yellow, we're afraid of losing what we currently have, even if what we have isn't all that great. But this other caterpillar, the one making his chrysalis, he shows Yellow that both of them are more than fuzzy little worms. But in order for that to happen, for that to become clear, you have got to stop being a caterpillar. You need to make your chrysalis and become something new. And I know that can be scary. So, if we are caterpillars now, if this is our caterpillary self, we become butterflies when we are fully united with God in eternity. This limited world, mired in sin, by the way, is like the ground. And as caterpillars, we just crawl along the ground. We have no choice. We can't escape it. But one day, we will simply be able to fly away. The ground will not be able to hold us back any longer. In case you haven't figured out, I'm giving this homily mainly for kids and an excuse to play with my butterfly puppet. You know, can't use this every day. Anyway, this is what Christ promises us. Christ opened that door when he died for us on the cross. And Christ revealed himself to his disciples after his resurrection to show them the glory that awaits them. He is saying, not only to his disciples, but for all people throughout history, you are more than you appear to be right now. Some may say that you are just hairy mammals, just a notch above fuzzy worm. But it's not true. It is not true. You are more than that. You are a child of God. You are made in his image. Finally, referencing the book, I like that part of the book where it says that butterflies can love in ways that caterpillars can only dream of. That part is true for us as well. Any amount of love or act of creation that you have in this life now pales in what is awaiting you next. Whatever love and wonder you experience in this life, I'm telling you right now, that is an appetizer. It is kindergarten finger painting. It's the tutorial level. There is more to life than we know and can experience. And that's why faith, hope, and love are so important alongside our reasoning and understanding. Don't get me wrong, those are very important, but we can never really understand the whole thing. Not really. That's why at some point we just need to give God our trust that he will fulfill his promise to us. That's why we need faith, hope, and love. The smartest caterpillar in the entire world has no idea what a flower is for. A flower is beyond the experience of a caterpillar. If you only act on what you know, or what you can know, you'll remain a caterpillar forever. You need to be brave enough to take that leap, make your chrysalis, and become something totally new. That takes more than hope. It takes more than faith. It takes more than love. It takes all three working together within you. So, from the bottom of my heart, I wish each and every one of you a holy and glorious Easter. May this day reinforce or reignite your sense of purpose in life, for Christ is calling us to his glory. He is calling us to his glory every single day, but Easter is a special, very, very special moment of the year. Let's not waste it, but let's be inspired by the good news of the gospel message and the three things that last: faith, hope, and love. Thank you all, and God bless you.